Welcome back, everyone. Toys here, and I am back yet again to give you guys another spooky, fresh look. And today, we are going to be checking out the rest of, well, the totality. I'll throw Superman in there, but this is the brand new McFarlane Toys Blackest Night Atrocitus Collect-to-Build Wave, featuring Blackest Night, Black Lantern, Batman, or is it Batman? If you know the story, a lot of people say it's Batman. It's not Batman. But he is actually character number 1 of 4 to build Atrocitus. And on the back, all the packages are the same. The only difference being that, it shows you which pieces you get. And here is the barcode as well. Mine shipped in from Target, oddly enough. So that's pretty cool. And then we have Deathstorm, or Ghost Rider, or whatever you want to call him at this point. Firestorm dead, and he's character number 2 to build old Atrocitus. And like I said, here's the barcode for each of these. You can take these into the store so they can scan them, you know what I mean? Hopefully they'll be hitting store shelves very soon. And then, of course, last but not least, the Green Lantern himself, Kyle Rayner. My Green Lantern, not this Hal Jordan business. I liked Kyle Rayner. Hal Jordan is Parallax, and hopefully, we'll be looking at him soon enough, right? So like I said, I've already taken a look at Kal-El, Blackest Night, Zombie Superman, whatever you want to call him, but I'll include him in this video just to make this a complete wave. So this is going to be fun. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new Blackest Night Atrocitus Collect-to-Build Wave by McFarlane Toys. And while I got you Atrocituses here, I just want to say thanks so much for always checking out my DC Multiverse videos. There's been a lot lately, I know. A lot of figures coming out. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. Old toys, new toys, daily news updates. You'll find something here that you like, right? Come at this point. So, like I said, we've already taken a look at Superman, and there's a couple things I want to point out because even I missed it. I was so excited to have him, and I completely blanked. But good news is that you guys did not blank and let me know down in the comments section below, which is, hey, it's always nice. I make mistakes, just gonna admit it. But like I said, the usual comments about this zombie Superman. Overall, I did really like him, except for the fact that he does not have his Black Lantern ring, and they did not sculpt it. It's not on there. Yeah, you could take a Sharpie and do it yourself, but that is one thing that, of anything, yes, he definitely should have had. Other than that, he's pretty solid, spooky looking figure. But we have the Black Lantern Batman, and if you remember correctly in all those covers, you got the Batman corpse spitting out all the Black Lantern rings. That was quite the imagery, I gotta say. This Black Lantern Batman, from afar, and when you start posing him around and such, he's a very cool figure. I gotta give it to him. The feel, the texture, I mean, look at the cape right there. It's all worn and gross. It's been through heck, right? You want to see that. He's got the spawn arches on the back. I really like that. And with said cape, you would expect it to kind of hinder the articulation. And when you do want to put the arms all the way up, it will. You know what I mean? I don't know what kind of poses you want him to get, but I mean, it doesn't really hinder too much. He's got all kinds of joints. He's got double jointed. He's got bicep. He works, right? Nice ab crunch to him. This is a solid change for McFarlane Toys, and one that I hope they continue, because all these figures feel very tight, very articulated. It's a different change of pace, and it's a good pace to be on. All the different joints, all the ball joint, all that stuff has been fixed for the most part, we'll just say. It's actually pretty solid. One of the problems that I have with this figure, though, is in the head portrait. I feel like the sculpt is there. I like what he's doing. He's screaming. I get it. So you can put the head all the way up. Nice articulation there. But the paint is not very good on this. It just makes it look half done. It doesn't look good. I'm just going to say that. And something like an effect, because you are going for that spit and rings kind of thing, that would have been a great accessory to include. I would have loved that. And of course, next up, we have Green Lantern, Kyle Rayner. And for my time getting into comics, yes, Hal Jordan was always the Green Lantern. They had John Stewart as well. But Kyle is my Green Lantern. He does come with a Green Lantern power battery. I like it. It's all solid plastic. Does the trick. He has a construct. It's a sword. Nice detail. Really nicely sculpted. I like it. It's totally different. We've gotten other constructs before. I like this lime green. I know a lot of people weren't too stoked on it, but I like the way that this looks. It's a different feel, and I appreciate that because usually the Green Lanterns are all one solid color. It puts Kyle off the side and goes, yeah, he's doing his own thing. Oh, also, he finally has a fist in hand with a painted Green Lantern ring. Get out of town, right? I know, it's mind-boggling, but we finally did it. We can do the O's. We can go flying in space. It's awesome. Thanks for doing that. The head sculpt, I like it and I don't. I'm kind of in between. Like, it's well painted. It looks okay in some instances. In other instances, I think it looks like a Japanese horror ghost. I don't know, like Junji Ito. I don't know what it is. It's a very different head portrait. I like it or I don't. I'm just going to put it to you that way. The boots are especially nice. I like that he looks like he's wearing boots. It doesn't look like it's painted on. You know what I mean? It looks like a wraparound. It's just really cool. This is a cool looking figure. Not much of an ab crunch on him, but he moves around pretty solid. The diaper does blend in really well. Overall, again, this is a nice change of pace for McFarlane. I hope that they continue this going forward because I really feel like this is everything that they've listened to. They've made the appropriate changes, and now we got some solid figures coming up. So I dig that, right? And then you have Deathstorm. I keep wanting to say Firestorm. This guy is of my favorites, right, for this wave. I just like the whole skull thing. Whatever. Anyways, he comes with a Black Lantern power battery. Kind of looks like the old school Green Lantern battery, to be honest. Put some green on there. I wouldn't mind it. You can see how it kind of differs with the one that Kyle Rayner comes with. They're both solid. Nice little pack-in accessory. Firestorm is very cool. The head portrait is very cool. I love the purple, smoky flame effects that are coming off his head. That is awesome. That is killer. I love the way that came out. His body, it looks like it's been burnt and singed. He's all crispy and crackly. That's cool. That's a cool design effect. That's all sculpted in. These are all new figures, by the way. The entire wave is all new sculpts, all newly designed figures, and I love that they do that. He has a little bit of an ab crunch, not so much as Superman. Superman has the best one out of all the figures, but you get the same exact articulation, but it's all been updated, and it all works. You don't have these clunky ball-jointed wrists. Yes, he does have the Black Lantern ring on there. It's in there, you can't really see it. It's not so much painted to make it pop on his hand, but he definitely has it. And I like all the paint effects that he does have. A little bit of blue, a little bit of silver, the eyes, the face. He's menacing. If he would have had a movable jaw, man, oh man, that would have set this thing apart. He's stellar. And then you have ATROCITUS, who got torn to pieces, right? After all, this is the Black Lantern. They go after hearts, not so much brains. But ATROCITUS, you take the leg, you take the torso right here, and you assemble. And the nice thing about this is it's not a Bane one where it's kind of like where I had issue with the hands. Some people had issues with the feet, but it all fits in nicely. It all attaches, and you hear that, right? That's the best part. That's what you want to hear when you build a figure. And ATROCITUS is really well done. I got to give it to him all day. He's a massive figure, number one. He's got a great sculpt to him, and the articulation really does work on this guy. Wow, look at the head on that guy, right? He's got the big teeth. He's got some line work. It's all painted really nicely. I do wish that the black line work on the sides would have extended to his shoulder pieces right here, and I will tell you that I really wish they attached a little bit better. When you do start to move the arms about, it will knock it off the shoulders. That's one thing I don't, design-wise, we'll say, I don't care for. But I love the print of him. He's a very simple character. He's black and red. He doesn't have these excess, we'll say, quote-unquote, Jim Lee lines every which way. They've taken liberties, you know, with the boots and the gloves, which is totally fine, but the black is solid, but it has excellent design work. He's got double-jointed knees, double-jointed elbows. The legs attached. They're in there. I assure you, I'm pulling on them. Like I say, you actually have to, like, forcefully pull this off. And that's totally fine. If you want to disassemble them, you could totally do that. But once it's in there, it locks, and that's what you want to see. So that's cool. Arms do the same exact thing. So he's a solid collect-to-build figure, and he's got great articulation. Yes, he too has his red lantern ring, and unfortunately he doesn't have his red lantern. That's going to come with ATROCITUS. I see what you did there. The good thing is that Batrocitus is a different figure. It's not a repaint. It's a whole different figure, different scale, so you can have a giant Atrocitus and an underling kind of thing. You know what I mean? And of course, when you get these guys all posed out, Kyle Rayner especially, I'm just really happy to have a Kyle. I can't wait to get that Parallax and have them battle it out. 0 Hour, right? 90s. That's where my DC Comics, I could really help you out with the DC Comics in the 90s. I like that they're getting back to that. But like I said, yeah, he's zooming through the spaceways, right? Policing Earth Sector 2814. I love it. And I would say all the Black Lanterns themselves, they scale together nicely. I'll give them more of a pass, even if they did. It's like, cool, I got some zombie, creepy Black Lantern, Batman, Firestorm, Superman action. And again, don't get me wrong on the Batman. It's just that the paint, I don't feel like it's up to snuff on that. When you have a really good-looking Kal-El dead Superman like this, you got to do better with Batman. But I will tell you, Firestorm is my favorite out of the trio. I really like the way he poses, and if you have a heart, let's say you borrow one from Violator, you can definitely crave some hearts. Superman, that classic 1000 Sunsoft Superman I like to pose and use all the time in my videos. He looks great next to Atrocitus. I love that the way that that looks. That's just Superman going up against some freaky alien dude, and that's how DC Comics should be. I like the way that that looks. Now, with the scalature for Kyle Rayner, it's really going to depend. These are like, it's a new era, right? So it's going to depend on which figures you want to use. I think going forward, hopefully they tend to scale a lot better. And out of all of these figures, like I said, brand new sculpts, you got accessories, you got one heck of a collect-to-build figure. I really do like them all. There's some hits and misses, of course, like any figure, but I think that this is, again, a great new jumping off point. This is what I want to see going forward. Things are looking on the up and up. So that's going to wrap it up for my look at the brand new McFarlane Toys Blackest Night Atrocitus collect-to-build wave. You've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything DC Multiverse. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, McFarlane's really putting out some great figures lately, and there's a whole heck of a lot more on the way, including a lot of 90s stuff. It's going to be fun. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.